Hello guys, welcome back to the Media Nights. My name is Ari.
And I'm Denise.
And today we're going to be watching House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 2. And honestly, I've been waiting for this all week. I know you've been waiting for it as well. And you know, the last thing we saw, it wasn't looking too good. Helaena lost one of her kids. And honestly, it was pretty hard to watch.
It was really difficult to watch. You know, it was just one of those things where we are kind of used to them taking things very far in the world of Game of Thrones. But like, this was just one of those situations where, you know, Damon, you know, he didn't really do exactly what he should have done. I'm very curious to see, you know, how Rhaenyra is going to take the whole news about that situation. You know, I already know the Greens are going to be in an uproar. Like, I can only imagine like how catastrophic this is going to be.
It's just so messed up, man. I wonder what's going to happen from here. I don't think, obviously the Greens are going to be, like you mentioned, they're going to take this as a full-on attack on them, and rightfully so. Curious to see how Aegon is going to take it. Obviously, in the previous episode, we saw how affectionate he was, you know, as a father towards his kid, and this is going to be, you know, such a big, devastating thing that's going to happen to them. And obviously, both teams have now lost, you know, someone young. And obviously, for the Green side, this can be the straw that broke the camel's back, and tensions were already high. This is only going to take it to the next level. Again, cannot wait to see how this is all going to develop. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you enjoy, and as always, we'll catch you guys after the show. All right, here we go, guys.
I'm scared.
I am nervous for this. Yep. Oh, man.
Oh my God.
Of course, it's going to be chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably going to have that whole place on lockdown until they can figure out who was responsible.
Where were you, Criston?
Yeah, Criston, you had one job, man.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I am the king! Please, your grace.
Yeah, he has all right to feel as angry as he feels right now.
This is war! I declare war!
Yeah, I did not expect anything else. I can't even blame him, man. It's his son.
How is Aemond going to take this as well? Because we've seen him be affectionate with those kids as well. He loved them.
Mm-hmm.
The reminder, right, of what they were planning.
The gates have been shut. The search progresses. The villain will be found. We mustn't be shaken by this.
How?
How not? Yeah.
How are you not going to be shaken?
The child is dead. His pain is ended.
Yeah, that kid had no business being targeted, man.
No.
But what they've done to Micah...
Yes.
Yeah, I can only imagine how helpless she must feel as a mother.
And they will pay for this.
Who will pay?
Whoever hand did this.
And what if the hand that's done it is not who must be blamed? The gods punish us. They punish me.
Oh, I think it was God's doing.
We will mourn as we must, but some good may yet come of this.
Otto
Classic
always scheming.
Otto.
Come on, man.
My son is my legacy! My son is heir to the Iron Throne! And where were you?
Exactly. Yep.
The bed, your grace, having ordered the night's watch.
I'm bad! Instead of safeguarding the sanctity of my family.
This is not the time for blind accusations.
No, it's not blind at all.
He kind of has a point, actually.
Is there any question who did this? There she sits across the bay, laughing at me. She's laughing at me!
Yeah, he's already pointing fingers.
He
You know
already
it had to be the
knows.
Blacks or someone within.
I mean, it's the natural conclusion that I would jump to if that were him.
The guard has detained someone. He's a gold cloak, noted for his brutal nature,
What?
fleeing the gate of the gods with the child's head in a sack.
Oh, shit.
no!
Yeah, they caught
Oh,
him.
oh God.
We would do well to ascertain if this is your sister's hand, or if there is a serpent nestled closer to our bosom.
That's the smartest thing to do, honestly.
Yes.
Could be anyone. It could be any one of you in this room.
Oh, damn.
Damn. He's thinking that close to home.
He's gonna, grow paranoid.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who wouldn't after they attack in your own home?
You mean to blame Rhaenyra? Tell the realm she has done this.
I will not be seen as weak.
You're already seen as weak.
Wow.
Ouch. Jesus.
Only gonna make him even more mad. Comments like that.
And so you would name her monster, slayer of infants.
I would do more than that. Let them look upon the works of this pretender to the throne.
He's gonna use it to their advantage.
Jesus. I mean...
I will not have my little son's body dragged through the street like a dead dog.
Not dragged, honored!
I feel so bad for Aegon, man.
Will they still support her when they hear of her depravity? You will have your war, but if you wait a short time, you may yet double your strength.
This is crazy, man.
He sees clearly, and he's gonna keep playing his game.
The realm must see the sorrow of the crown. I think you'll all agree the king himself must be spared.
Yeah, he needs to mourn privately, I guess. Process all of this.
Oh, dude.
We've been asked to ride on a wagon behind his body. When the people share our grief, they draw closer to us.
But I don't want them closer. I don't know them.
I love how honest she is.
Helena, what you saw last night when you came to my room.
This is for my boy.
What do you even do with all that grief and the guilt? Like, I understand that they need to be strategic right now as well, but damn.
That was some beautiful framing just there.
How the hell did you get caught, man? Jeez. That's a colorful selection.
Daemon Targaryen.
Oh, he's singing.
Who is us?
A rat catcher. I don't know his right name.
It's gonna drag him too?
Of course.
Wow. I'm kind of glad he got caught, because honestly, after what he did, he kind of deserves it.
The work of Rhaenyra Targaryen, pretender!
That is so freaking messed up, man.
Defiler of the innocent!
It's crazy. How is Rhaenyra gonna take this? For her, it's gonna be news as well. Like, what the hell? From her perspective, it's gonna be like they're lying if Damon doesn't come clean and say,
well, she didn't even ask for this, you know? She asked for Aemond. Rhaenyra the Cruel. Damn, dude.
But I cannot vouch for his grace.
oh, Aegon is gonna mess you up.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get creative. You already know.
He's gonna get justice. Oh. She is so uncomfortable.
Yeah. And it's funny, you can see the suspicion that she has of all the people around her.
That's a beautiful shot. Wow. They're hitting us with some really nice cinematography.
Oh, God. When it rains, it pours, I swear.
She okay? She's panicking.
This is too much. It's too much for anyone.
This is giving me anxiety.
The boy's head was severed.
And they are accusing me of having a hand in this. We must send our own messages, denying this vile allegation.
I will do so at once, but I'm not sure they will be received in good faith.
Right, it's a he said, she said.
Let me fly out on Vermax. Rhaenys is needed in the gullet and I can watch for movements from King's Landing.
No.
Yeah, she's not sending her son out again.
The damage to our position is immeasurable.
But it's a lie. Having lost my own son, that I would inflict such a thing on Helena of all people.
Damon, you gotta tell her, man. Come on. Yeah, Rhaenyra did not want this. This is so messed up.
You know she knows.
Shock and an insult. A mother so aggrieved might naturally seek relief and retribution.
Are you suggesting?
Damn, they don't even believe her.
Perhaps an action taken in haste.
Mind yourself.
Wow.
Thank you.
Damon?
He's just smirking.
I was clear in my instructions. Aemond, the brother of Aegon the usurper. I cannot be responsible for a mistake.
I mean, you kind of can, to be honest.
Yeah. What about that second part when they ask you if they don't find them?
Was your aim to spill Hightower blood? If not Aemond, then anyone would do.
No.
You idiot.
Yeah.
My standing among my own council.
I said no.
I don't believe you.
What do you say then?
Why would she believe him?
So we come to it at long last. Cannot trust you, Damon.
Damn, just like Dad.
I have served you faithfully.
Have you? Or have you used me as a tool with which to grasp at your stolen inheritance?
Oh, damn. Don't choke her again.
Don't you dare.
I think you used my words as an excuse to take your own revenge.
Yeah.
Am I not on my way even now to Harrenhal to raise an army in your name, Rhaenyra? Yours!
I mean, this is a big mistake to make, man. She has every right to question.
Do you accept me as your queen and ruler?
Whilst he may say yes.
Your father
Who
was a
needed
coward
you?
who knew I was the stronger son, that I was the leader of men, and he was afraid to be seen in my shadow.
Is that what you understand of your own brother?
Oh, you know him better than I do. Do you believe he made you heir because of your great wisdom?
Wow.
He used you as a tool to put me in my place because he was afraid of me.
Wow, there's a lot of resentment here, huh?
who sought greatness but shrank from spilling blood to achieve it, and I see you will suffer the same fate.
You struck down a child.
This is really tense, man.
You're pathetic.
I did not expect this.
Oh, he's gonna snap.
Yeah.
Again. He's gonna snap again.
I don't feel too good about this.
No.
He has to learn, even though it was a mistake. Mistakes like these have massive consequences, and Rhaenyra has every right to be angry about it.
Well,
anybody would.
It's like Aemond, right? That was also a mistake.
Keep a watch on King's Landing. I must know which course they take next.
I will be vigilant.
I depend on you, Baela. Stay high and keep your distance.
Stay safe, Baela.
Please be careful.
My father?
He must follow his own path.
What does that mean? Is she not going to share anything else with him? The next strategies, the next plan of attack? Oh, that's his dragon, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Oh, good God.
Oh, shit. Damon?
Take some steadying breaths, please.
Don't do anything.
Stop and think.
Don't do anything rash, man. This guy, he keeps getting kicked out of everywhere.
He's a mercurial person. I think at times he has the right instincts, but I also think that sometimes he lets his rage cloud his judgment. Damn. Can't even hold on to each other in this moment. Oh, dude. They're taking down the crib.
You know, Criston, yeah, you know he's got to be feeling some sort of guilt.
Man, I can't with this guy.
If you please, my lord.
Yeah, can you get out of the way so people can do their jobs?
I wonder if this is gonna, finally give him some development.
I hope so.
I'm loving these shots. Wow.
This is so beautiful, man.
Great close-ups. Can imagine all of the thoughts that are going through her mind right now.
Have you told anyone?
What do you take me for?
One who seeks absolution.
There is none for what I've done.
Wow. At least he knows.
Obviously, they couldn't have known, but it's just like that one time, man. That's all it takes. Yes?
What is this? The procession was muddy. I'll replace it hence. Do it now.
He's gonna take it out on this guy?
No, not eating. If I could
You
just...
defy my authority, Ser Arryk.
I cannot with this guy, I swear.
I do not.
The white cloak is a symbol of our purity.
So pure, you.
Yeah.
Kingsguard are a sacred trust.
Yeah,
Will you so
projecting
easily
much?
sully our ancient honor?
Never mind, I still hate this guy.
No, yeah, I know.
Wow. That took no time.
Still can't
I see
fucking
where this
stand
is
him.
going.
I have heard, my lord. I'll remedy the error.
Like this.
Jaehaerys was murdered.
He's asking him where he was?
With King Aegon.
Yeah, where were you?
And you were not in the private quarters where you might have prevented the crime. What if you had thought to go upstairs?
Where were you? Oh, Commander.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was deep in Alicent.
Surely once she ascended, she should have...
Oh, brother!
Is a thief and a traitor to the crown.
They're like, we're just gonna bounce.
I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah. This should be a private conversation.
First your brother betrays us, and then the young prince is murdered on your watch.
I
On
hate this
your
guy
watch.
so much.
You have brought disgrace upon our ranks, and now you must restore it.
It's the hypocrisy for me.
You will go to Dragonstone and strike down Rhaenyra in her own halls.
Oh my god.
Yep.
We got a Damon on both sides.
Yeah.
We will pay the princess back in her own bloody coin.
Alone?
Does your courage fail you, Ser Arryk?
Why don't you go?
The castle is defended against all enemies, now especially.
Right, exactly.
Your twin serves there at the pleasure of the so-called queen. They will mistake you for him if you play the part.
We are sworn to serve forthrightly.
That is dark. This is so wrong.
See the two of us.
You must not let that
You
happen.
would send me to my death.
Or to trial.
Yes. Don't listen to him.
Now will you go? Or must I question your loyalty to the king?
Yeah, it's blackmailing him essentially and manipulating him.
I feel bad for him because he has to do as he's told.
Do you know where he went?
Harrenhal, I would think.
Sometimes I think I hate him.
Damn, nice.
What do you remember of my uncle?
And sing sailors' shanties. He had a weakness for cake.
And Sir Harwin Strong?
Oh, like your actual dad?
She said the quiet part out loud.
He loved us, I think.
Of course he did.
I miss Luke.
Can only imagine.
They're holding on, man. They're all just trying to hold on.
I honestly thought it was gonna be Damon in here.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
I do regret that business with Luke.
Interesting.
I am sorry for it. They used to tease me because I was different.
So he does feel some remorse.
I would remind you only that when princes lose their temper, it is often others who suffer.
That is very true.
Small folk like me.
We got some more insight as to how he's feeling about the whole situation.
Yeah, because it hasn't been addressed since it happened, really.
Those with means are holding everything they can. I walked 2 hours today to find a chicken for the pot and paid 3 times as much as I should have.
Ooh.
Prices are going up.
I don't think you let children go hungry while you filled your own cellars.
Lucky we don't have enough coin to find out.
Damn, that's even worse.
I'm afraid, Hugh.
That is rough, man. Trying to make it till the end.
Yeah, I actually like that they're also showing us what the common people are going through, you know?
Well met, brother. After many months away.
I missed you.
Did you slay many pirates?
Oh, more than you, to be sure. Say you have a pot of your goat stew simmering at home.
You're in luck.
Yay!
We got good food, man.
I hear Lord Corlys himself commended you for your service to him.
Right, that happened.
To serve with a sea snake is to make your fortune. Had I such a chance, I would leap at it.
That's because you haven't seen what I've seen.
What have you seen?
Brother, he owes you. He owes us.
Does the stew have carrots in it?
Let's talk about the things that matter. What's going on with the stew?
Damon flies when we most need his hand at the oar.
Where he goes, he wishes to be his own master. But he is not the king.
Exactly.
Neither am I, but I manage. You don't think Damon will challenge her?
Not as such that neither can he allow her to command him.
Pity. I have on occasion found that to be quite enjoyable.
Hey.
I bet.
If he can take Harrenhal, all may well be forgiven. In the meantime, I am here.
Yeah, she can manage for sure. Her and Melis.
We will not let the Queen falter.
I love how supportive she is. She's rock solid, man.
Yeah, I also love how intelligent and insightful she is. Very even-tempered. It's actually a shame that she was skipped, because I think she would have made a great queen.
The Lady Mysaria, Your Grace.
Oh, well, hello. What are you doing here?
She's gonna want to interrogate her, I'm assuming, about what exactly went down.
Probably.
You're aware of yesterday's events in King's Landing?
I had nothing to do with it.
I know you are entwined with the usurpers.
I took profit from an inevitability. I regret it now.
I'm sure you do.
I gave Damon 2 names, and I did not wish to do that much. He said it was the price of my freedom.
That's a very important detail, yeah.
He's gone.
For how long?
A week? Or forever, I do not know.
That's crazy, man.
Rhaenyra stillness, man.
Oh, the way she's observing her.
He said you carried his child.
Not everyone found the jest funny.
It would not serve me to set you free.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Ouch.
At best, I lose an asset to my cause.
She's gonna want to use her now.
At worst, you betray me in some foul way.
I have no interest in betraying you, Your Grace.
So you say.
Yeah, how would you trust her word, you know, when she deals in secrets?
Bit by bit, I earned my living, a home. Then they set it all aflame.
Yeah, she lost everything.
Oh.
Wait, is that sea smoke? It looked very gray from here. I could be wrong.
Yes, it looks really gray.
Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible.
Who are they?
Rat catchers.
Oh, they got all of them.
Oh my god. Making an example out of them. That's so messed up, man.
The rat catchers!
Oh, I had the...
Yes, we know that.
He could not say for certain which man it was.
Idiot!
Beware how you speak to your king.
Man.
Plot against the king and I will pay it back 100.
They are fathers and brothers and sons!
Yeah, I don't know what this means for the public perception.
And weep and curse your name!
Not really gonna help with your image, man. Optics are important in this.
We made a bitter sacrifice against the deprivations to come, and you've thrown it away. Thoughtless, feckless.
He's gonna fire him as the hand, isn't he?
I wish to spill blood, not ink. We must act. Sir Criston Cole has acted.
Damn.
What?
He's like, even he's done something.
And what has Sir Criston Cole done?
He's so angry. I love it.
He has sent Ser Arryk to slay Rhaenyra.
Even more headaches for you.
Oh, Crispin.
He's pretending to be his own twin. Brilliant.
So sorry. His frustration,
It's
honestly.
time the Queen paid a price.
Man, you're the...
Instead of judgment, you display impetuousness and diminish us in the eyes of our enemy.
Yeah, he's done. His patience is out the window at this point. Should have asked.
Do you never think of your father, his judiciousness, his dignity?
Dignity. I want revenge.
Yeah, that sums it up. The differences between both of those.
My father is dead.
He is, and we are the poorer for it.
Wow. Otto speaking highly of Viserys like that?
He was right about you.
He made me king.
Oh, shit.
No. Really? Oh, my God.
Do you think?
Oh, he's about to blow this shit wide open.
He's gonna, nah, he said enough.
Remove your badge, Sir Otto.
Yeah,
There
fired.
you go.
You're
Yep.
fired.
You are my father's hand, not mine. Take it off.
Yeah, he's gonna give it to the other guy, the feet lover guy.
Yeah, the foot lover.
Insolent pup.
Damn. It's crazy to see how fractioned.
Give it to Cole.
He's gonna make Cole the hand?
Your Grace.
That is a stupid move.
You have proven yourself of more worth than 100 old men.
Just called him old? Damn.
Yeah.
Will be a steel fist.
You will regret this.
I believe Otto.
Yes, so do I.
Damn, he threw it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can bend down and pick it up.
I like Otto way more than I like Crispin, so
Yes.
I'm with Otto on
You
this
are
one.
dismissed.
Dude, my anger issues could never.
I will keep the word of my house if you say that it was given.
Oh shit, she's gonna let her go.
There's a Valarian ship in the harbour, bound for Myr by way of Pentos. I will see that you are given passage.
Wow.
Wow.
Sir Arryk, Mysaria will be leaving us. Let her collect her things, then have someone take her down and secure her berth on the Corwin.
Hopefully this makes her be maybe loyal to one of the sides.
Yeah, maybe she has some ace up her sleeve, some information that could be useful. Oh, is that him?
That is
my
him
God.
already.
Please.
Yep. Has to
Yep.
be, yep.
Come on. She let you go. You have to do something.
She already noticed.
A moment.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's going to be able to go right in.
They do look so similar. It's impossible to tell exactly what the differences are.
I thought you were within.
Sorry, lack of vigilance. The enemy is about, good sir.
There you go. Open the doors wide open for you.
Damn, yeah, he just waltzes right on in, man.
Oh my God. There's nobody there. Damon is not there. This is almost mirroring that first episode.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
No! Oh man, he missed him. Don't do this to us, man.
Oh man!
Yeah, now he knows. He got a good look.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing his helmet, so he's also not gonna wear his helmet.
Oh shit.
Damn, he already made it all the way here.
Ser Arryk, it's been a strange day. I'm restless. I will stand this evening's duty.
Where's your brother, man? Can't wait to see his reaction if he sees him face to face. He's gonna be like, what are you doing here?
You must sleep tonight, Your Grace. Let me ask the Maester for a draft.
Perhaps that would be best.
Oh god, she's gonna be knocked out.
Sir Arryk.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
yep.
that's not Ser Arryk.
Yeah, yep.
I had no choice.
Oh god.
I don't understand.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Do not do this.
Oh no.
I beg you.
Oh no.
They're gonna have to fight each other.
No, please. Oh God!
Run and find Ser Arryk.
Damn, the silence, no music really makes it that much more impactful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
Run! Oh, no. Shit, she's stuck. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm rooting for the right one.
I don't know which one is which.
With me, Your Grace.
He locked the door.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We were born together. You parted us, but I still love you, brother.
Oh, jeez.
That's the one with the leg wound. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
damn,
man.
dude. You killed your brother, man? What the f—
Damn, this is hard.
Your Grace.
Erryk.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh, I guess it was. Yeah, he couldn't live with what he did.
That sucks, man.
If it does come to war.
He's ensured it.
Right.
He's young and unschooled. His faith is in steel and bone. He has not the long view. I wish now not for the good of the realm, but for the petty satisfaction of vengeance.
True. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Aegon is still malleable.
No, he's not. They think they can control him. They can't.
The High Towers still have strength, and you have a son there. Daemon may yet help us in weeks to come.
Oh, they're finally addressing Daemon? Wow.
The Tyrells must be taken in hand. Their bannermen are wavering.
Tyrells.
His blood will cool. In time, you may yet return.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Alicent has to become the next Cersei if she wants to keep that kid under control.
I have sinned.
She's gonna tell him?
Oh no.
I do not wish to hear of it.
Yeah.
He's like, please don't tell me.
Probably for the best. Damn, but it makes me sad for Alicent, because who does she really have?
I don't think she has anybody, really.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's destroyed.
How could you not be?
Now's the time, Alicent. He needs support. You both do.
What? You see the contrast between her as a mother and Rhaenyra as a mother when their sons were crying?
Oh, no. Are we doing round 3 again?
Looks like it.
Oh. Ouch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh, God, no. Man. All right, guys.
Get it, I guess, you know? Might as well. YOLO.
At least give us some exposition, you know? Like,
I know.
At the very least, they could.
What happened?
No, they just give us banging. Just straight up banging. Wow. All right, well, I mean, this episode was a bit slower than the first one. I think all the pieces are setting in. I like that we got to see the aftermath of what happened, you know, to the High Towers and the Green, you know, Team Green as a whole. We saw how much weight and how much of an impact this has done, right, to Aegon. And I felt like that was important. We had to see that he felt deeply and he loved his son and he really cared. And this was his hopes and dreams for the future. And they were taken away from him. And, you know, I can relate with that anger. I can relate to wanting to just burn everything down when you're feeling like that. I'm surprised that he hasn't snapped. You know, I feel like he was very angry and very mercurial, but he, like, the only action he did was to send this guy to go murder Rhaenyra, which I guess it is a huge thing, of course, but I thought he was going to be more, you know, he was going to send friggin' Aemond. He was going to send everybody straight to war, like, immediately, you know, and I think it could have been way worse.
You know, it's interesting because, like, I felt the same way about Rhaenyra and now with Aegon as well, where I literally just expected them to hop on a dragon and just make their way right in and just straight up declare war just like that, right?
That's what Damon wanted.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. That's what he wanted. And, you know, whilst Aegon was angry and he was screaming and yelling and saying all those things about wanting to declare war. He's not super stable, obviously, but he was more level-headed than I expected him to be. It's so interesting because it's the people surrounding like the kings and queens that are messing up right now, which is very interesting. It wasn't Alicent that, you know, told them to send someone to Rhaenyra and kill her. It wasn't Rhaenyra that told anyone to go in and kill a child in the High Tower's home. It's so interesting that it was the people around them. And you can just see how the sense of power is like a black hole. It just sucks everything in, and everyone is just like trapped in its magnetism and the gravitational pull. And you can see that everyone is like getting high off of that. Even if you're just tangentially powerful, they're still going after it. Same with Criston or with Damon, you know, people just crossing those boundaries and making decisions for themselves to benefit them or doing things that they think should be done. And it's just so crazy to me how quickly everything is falling apart right now. It took so little, and now everything is just toppling, you know?
Yeah, and I think Aegon just made one of his biggest mistakes, because I think Otto, you know, despite whatever opinion you have of Otto, he's a very intelligent man, and he can always see steps ahead of him, you know, with ease of mind. You know, despite him, how we cringed a little bit when he was like, yeah, we'll use it to our advantage.
Yeah.
It's a good strategy. I mean, the guy is really smart. It's messed up.
Yeah.
Sure. It's designed to do exactly what he wanted to do. And that is, you know, gain that empathy from the, you know, the people,
Yeah.
right? The common folk. And, you know, right after you see what would happen if, you know, Aegon just acts without that advice. And that is just doing what he thinks is right. And obviously that's not good. You know, hanging all the rat catchers, that's not a good for optics,
No.
like you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's not good for, you know, the public's view of who you are as a king. So I think, again, the perfect balance would have been someone that can make the right decisions, but also have that iron fist when you need it, which I think is something, again, that Viserys was missing. So I feel like the combination of all of these things would make a great king. And that's something like, I love how these characters are in such a way where they have a quality that makes them, you know, ideal to be king, but they have also this massive flaw, which is like, it gives us such a great contrast for these characters. Like if we had a character that had all of these qualities combined, Rhaenyra, Alicent, Otto, Aegon, we would have like the perfect,
Yeah.
you know, person to be king. And that's the thing. Like all these people have great qualities about them, but they also have really, really big flaws. In case of Damon, it's his temper, right? He acts out of impulse, and he, like, again, we didn't really get an answer, but we kind of did. Like he didn't seem too remorseful. He was like, yeah, whatever, it was an accident. That doesn't
Right.
really, you know, from on my end, the way I perceive it is like, sure, it might have not been intentional, but you really don't care about it too much. So it might as well have been intentional, you know, because you didn't really clarify. If you cared, I think you would have clarified.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he left it open because he was so angry. He was like, well, you know, if it happens, it happens, sort of attitude.
Yeah, it's more like whatever blood is spilled on their end is worth it to me. You know,
Right.
that's what he approached it. And it's so funny because in a way, it's a very similar situation where Damon is claiming that it was an accident, right? That it was a mistake. And it had its own natural consequences. And it feels like it's very reminiscent of what happened with Aemond, right? And Lucerys. And like that was also a mistake, right? He was angry. He was chasing after the little boy, but guess what? Like the consequences are still very real. I was very happy to see that Rhaenyra had the peace of mind to be like, this is wrong. Killing a child is wrong. She said one sentence and he just took that as a green light. And I'm really glad that she called him out on it. Obviously now is not the time to start fracturing, right? Yeah. Everyone needs to stick together because this is exactly what the opposition would want. It's not you that's benefiting, it's the opposition, right? So this is the time to stick together, but it's just both sides are just falling apart. Yeah. It's no one is really just like locked all the way in, you know what I mean? And it's like if people just could stop and just think about consequences, and like you said, you need a balance, right? You need the iron fist, but you also need someone who is strategic. And having Criston Cole as the hand is just mind-blowing to me. Like, why did you not just choose fetish guy? Like at least like he has foresight, you know? He observes and he's very intelligent in the way he goes about it, and he knows how to get it.
Right.
And he knows how to operate in the shadows. That is someone who understands espionage, essentially. And that's someone that you would want. But Aegon doesn't want that. Like in his head, he's like someone who has taken action because the inaction is killing him. And on the inside, and he doesn't know that even taking action is not going to fix the heartbreak and the grief he's experiencing. And that's just really sad to witness, to be honest.
Honestly, anybody could have been a better choice for the hand. He could have picked the dog, might as well. Because, whatever choices or decisions, Criston is going to make in his position as the hand, you just know it's not going to be anywhere near as good as what Otto could have done. And yeah, I love the parallel still. There's another big parallel with this episode is that we got to see Damon not really confronting or feeling any sort of remorse, feeling this child, right, from the opposition, from Team Green. And instead we got finally this conversation where we got to get a bit closer to Aemond. And he was the one that said, I feel bad, essentially. Like that was not the intention. And I always felt that way. He realized that it wasn't what he wanted after it was done. It was something where, that the dragon disobeyed him. You play with fire, you got burnt. Essentially, that's what happened. They were in the middle of this this dragon fight, and it just went too far because Vhagar obviously has only known war, right? And she is such an experienced dragon. Of course, she was gonna get her temper was gonna rise, and that's it. I mean, once you piss off that dragon, that's the end of you, right? And it was interesting to see Aemond confessing, even though it's not someone that we know of openly, but at least he got that off his chest. He was like, I feel some sort of remorse. And I thought that was interesting that we get that, contrast in Aemond. We've always known that he might be rough around the edges, but he's not a monster. I really enjoy his character. I wish we could spend some more time. We've barely gotten any of Aemond since, so in this season. And I hope that we can explore that. What is he going to do to maybe become better? Some development here, because I feel like all of the characters are taking 5 steps back, in that sense. Like Criston, he's only becoming worse and worse as we go. And, I don't like any of the decisions he makes. Damon, severely disappointed in what he did, even though it was not his intention. I don't care. He could have clarified, So I feel like both teams are doing really, really bad moves right now. And I honestly feel for both Alicent and Rhaenyra. They're I feel like even though they are, like you mentioned, like they should be the leads of this movement, it feels like they don't want to move. And it feels like the circumstances are pulling them both into this inevitable war.
Yeah.
And at this point, it feels like they're both kind of like being dragged onto this ride.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. It's just like all of these people around them. It's like, it's like they're on a horse and carriage and the horses are starting to pull in different directions. And that's what it really feels like. And, they're trying to keep control over the situation, but it's difficult because, it's the people closest to you that sometimes can drive that dagger into your back the deepest. It's clearly Rhaenyra did not expect Damon to do something of this sort. I don't think obviously she was thinking clearly because she was in grief when she said that she wanted Aemond. And Damon just ran with it. And it's the same thing, where Criston is doing his own thing because, he has that grudge against Rhaenyra that he has just not been able to let go of. And then his devotion, shall we say, to Alicent and Aegon, and these people are just doing whatever they want. And it's an interesting sign of disrespect, but also a lack of self-regulation. You know what I mean? These people don't stop to think of what this actually could mean. Like, yes, your intention is to help, technically, because you're on the side of the people that you're serving, supposedly, but all you're doing is you're just breaking down the successes that were attained. And you can see that in Otto's reaction to Aegon, because what they ended up having to do with Alicent and Helena, while they're going through that grief, doing all of this publicity stunt, shall we say, with the funeral for the poor child, it was all tossed to the side. And a lot of these characters, I think some of them need to start to take a step back and some of them really need to start applying force and taking charge of the situation. I feel like that's what really needs to happen with Rhaenyra. If she wants what she wants, and I've been saying this since season 1, she's going to have to take the lead and not ask Damon to do things, but do it her own way. You know what I mean? And it's the same with Alicent. I feel like if there's certain things, she needs to go about it in a better way.
Yeah, I agree. I think, Alicent and Rhaenyra both have to take charge. Alicent can't really do much because obviously Aegon is there to contradict anything she says. That's why she kind of has to play it in a way where she can get close to her son, be authentic, but I feel like she's going to try to steer him, out of the dangerous path, let's say, but let's see if she's even successful because Aegon is pretty much, he's got his sight on getting his revenge, which is, understandable because he feels like he knows who was responsible. It's going to get messy, man. This season is looking like it's going to be a bloodbath, honestly.
Pretty bleak.
It's going to be really, really bad. But anyways, I'm excited for the next episode. I cannot wait to see where these characters go. I want to see development. We saw a dragon flying across the seas That was the silver looking dragon. Now, I don't know if that's Daemon's daughter's dragon.
Right.
Or if that could have been Sea Smoke, because that would have been interesting because it looked like it, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, hopefully next week we get some answers, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
See ya.